Hey guys, Andrew McFarlane here from StartAJuiceBar.com. Hope you're feeling amazing. And today I'm very excited about this topic. I'm not exactly sure why, but as I'm sure you have read in the title of the video, how to increase your average ticket sale. As some of you may or may not know, it's not just about how many customers come into your business on a regular basis, but it's how much are they actually investing in your product. If you have, let's say, an average ticket sale of $10 and you have 100 customers, that's going to be $1,000 per day, versus if you have 100 customers that each spend on average $15, guess what? That's $1,500 a day. So those same customers, if they invest more in your product, then guess what? Your business does better. So we're going to talk about 3 strategies that you can take on and you can implement in your juice bar business to increase your average ticket sale. So what's number 1? This is one of those things that I see a lot of juice bar businesses and businesses as a whole, they just either aren't doing it or they're not doing it well, and that is upselling, or also known as suggestive selling. So this is when your customer walks into your business and they come in and they say, oh, I'd like a smoothie. And how does your retail person respond? Do they say, would you like anything else? Or do they say, hey, would you like to have any wellness shots today? Or do they say something to the effect of, oh, you know what's really great with that smoothie? For me, when I order, I always love to add mint to it. Would you like to add mint? It's just an extra $1. This is known as upselling. So this is something that if you do well and you do it consistently, this can increase your average ticket sale easily by 15%, depending on how you do it. And so usually when you have an upsell, you want to make sure that you're suggesting something that's going to really go great if someone's ordering a smoothie, for example, or a juice, something that's going to really add value to that juice or smoothie or acai bowl or whatever the product is. But for every single product on your menu, you should have a specific kind of upsell. And then you should have more general upsells. So for example, like I said, wellness shots. Wellness shots, no matter what somebody orders, you can upsell it. And so your staff has to do this consistently. In order for it to work and be really, really effective, you need to build it into the culture of your business that people are doing this consistently without fail. Make it part of their job requirement. If we have someone who's in retail and they're not doing this, it's not going to be good for them. They may not last in that role because it's part of the requirement of them being in that role that they actually offer the customers additional items, just like you guys have seen maybe at a company like McDonald's, you know, the famous line, would you like fries with that? Or would you like to go, you know, like supersize or whatever the statement is. This is a process of them upselling or suggestive selling. And so that's number 1. What's number 2? Number 2 is having higher priced point services in your business. These could be things like cleanse programs. This could be things like having relationships with health coaches where people can get specific coaching. And these packages are going to range anywhere from, let's say, per session or per package, $100 give or take, up to maybe even $1,000. Now, if you can get someone in your business to sell one of these once a day, once every other day, that's going to increase your average ticket sale massively. So make sure that if you don't have cleanse programs or you don't have relationships with coaches, you think about the higher price point offerings that you can offer your clientele, because there may be one person a day who walks in and has the disposable income and also has the inspiration, the circumstances right for them to take something like that on. And so that's number 2, making sure you have a higher price point specialty offering for your customer base. This could be cleanse programs, like I said, or personal coaching, wellness packages, anything that you can do as a specialized service for your customers. Now, talking about number 3, this is probably my favorite because it actually has to do with the way that you lay out your business and how you create incentives for your customers to buy more things that will support them through giving them the opportunity to do it at the right time in the right place. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, if you guys have ever been to a grocery store, you'll notice how they position certain items in the retail when you get to the cash register. Even down to the products that are on certain eye levels. So products that they want kids to buy, they put at a certain eye level so that the kids are asking their parents to help buy them Snickers bars or whatever it is, which, you know, I'm not a huge proponent of, but just to give you an example of how they're positioning things. So in a juice bar, You want to think, what is near your retail counter, right? We always suggest that our clients put their grab-and-go refrigerators within a couple arms distances at most from the checkout counter. Why? Because people at that moment, if you ask them, hey, would you like anything else? They might look and say, okay, before they'll make more impulsive purchases. Or you might even find as they're waiting for their smoothie to be made, they're sitting there and they're perusing and they're walking around and they might pick something up and they might add a dessert to their order. This is something that's going to increase your average ticket sale because of the access. Another little nuance around this, do not buy refrigerators with doors. Keep them open. Open air curtain refrigerators is what they call them. And so, because people, when there's a barrier, they're going to be less likely to open the door, pick something up. Some people will still do it, but you don't want there to be too many barriers to access of somebody buying something in that moment. You want it to be smooth, you want it to be easy. So think about what's next to your checkout counter, your retail counter. How many items can you put in proximity to that customer to see if they decide before they finish making their final purchase, if there's anything that they want to add to that order. So that's number 3, positioning your retail items correctly, your grab and go, your dry items, everything else around the POS system so that people can make more purchases. So these are our top 3 tips. I hope you implement these into your juice bar when you do get to the time of opening if you're not open already yet. And if you are open and you're not doing these things, highly recommend it. It will be worth it. You will see the impact. And the real way that this is going to work is if you implement it, right? You have to really, really implement these strategies in order to have the benefit of them. So hope this has been supported. This is Andrew McFarland from StartAJuiceBar.com. And if you guys need help with anything in your business, launching from your menu to your menu costing to finding your vendors to training your staff, so on and so forth, we have a full spectrum consulting agency. You can email me personally at andrew@StartAJuiceBar.com. We'd be happy to discuss how we can help you launch your business, make it as profitable as possible. If you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, you know where that goes. Like the video if you like the video, and follow us on Instagram. And then lastly, if you haven't checked out the Juice Bar Experts podcast, check that out. You can listen to some tips and tools to keep you inspired while you're driving or while you're going on your run or whatever it is that you're doing day to day. So thanks again for checking us out, and wishing you guys a lot of health, a lot of happiness, a lot of success, and we'll see you guys at the next video.